Martin escapes for revenge after Traci skips in-person visit. Recent spoilers for The Young and the Restless are teasing major drama for Genoa City, particularly centered around the dangerously volatile dynamic between Traci Abbott and Martin Laurent. Martin's simmering rage and desire for payback are reaching a critical boiling point, and Traci might find herself directly in his crosshairs. To understand where this story is heading, look at the setup. Martin is currently locked away in a high-security prison psychiatric facility. Yet, even behind bars, he managed to write letter after letter to Traci, fixated on getting her attention. His persistence finally paid off when Traci reached out and agreed to a video call. During that conversation, Traci was trying to extract critical details about Dr. Lawrence Markham. To get that information, she agreed to a steep condition: meeting Martin face to face. For a master manipulator like Martin, that promise was everything. He believed he had successfully pulled Traci into his orbit and secured the one thing he wanted most: quality time with her in the flesh. But a pivot by the Abbott family could shatter those expectations in an instant. The turning point comes courtesy of Diane Jenkins Abbott. Diane suggests that the Abbotts don't actually need to rely on Martin to find Dr. Markham's former summer hideout. With the family's vast resources, they might be able to track down the location entirely on their own. Traci admitted right off the bat that she'd prefer to avoid seeing Martin in person if there was any way around it. Standing face to face with an unhinged, dangerous man is the last thing anyone would want to do. So, if the Abbotts successfully locate Dr. Markham's hideout without his help, Traci will almost certainly skip the prison visit altogether. On paper, backing out seems like the smart, safe move. Why put yourself in harm's way if you don't have to? But in the twisted world of soap opera villains, making a deal with a sociopath and failing to deliver is a recipe for disaster. Put yourself in Martin's shoes for a moment. After obsessively writing to Traci and finally getting her to agree to see him, he was riding high. He genuinely believed he had won her over, or at least earned a moment of her undivided attention. If Traci turns out to be a no-show, Martin won't just be disappointed. He will be absolutely incandescent with rage. He's going to feel used, played, and utterly humiliated. For a narcissist like Martin Laurent, rejection is the ultimate insult. Realizing that Traci used him solely for information before tossing him aside will shatter whatever restraint he has left. A betrayal like that will ignite a vengeful fire inside him, pushing him off the deep end and turning Traci from an object of obsession into a target for revenge. That brings us to the million-dollar question. How does Martin get to Traci? As longtime Young and the Restless fans know, security in Genoa City penal institutions, especially psychiatric units, is notoriously leaky. Martin isn't just an average criminal, he's a brilliant, cunning strategist who knows how to manipulate people and exploit weaknesses in the system. No one should be surprised if Martin breaks out of the psych ward in short order. Once he's on the loose, his primary objective won't be fleeing the country or hiding from the authorities. It will be tracking down Traci Abbott. The storyline strongly suggests that Martin could stalk Traci, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. An abduction plotline fits his MO perfectly. Kidnapping Traci and holding her hostage allows him to accomplish two things at once: punish her for standing him up and force her to spend the undivided time with him that he feels entitled to. Martin claims he wants to make amends and prove he's changed, but his actions tell a very different story. His feelings for Traci aren't genuine love. They're a toxic, dangerous obsession. He wants control, and if he can't get it through charm, he will take it by force. By skipping that prison visit, Traci may inadvertently set off a terrifying chain of events. Her life could soon be hanging in the balance, leaving the Abbott family in a desperate race against time to locate her before Martin goes completely off the rails. One thing is certain, backing out of this meeting will bring absolute chaos to Genoa City. If Martin breaks out, Traci's safety will be shattered, setting the stage for a high-stakes psychological thriller that will keep fans on the edge of their seats.